And we should be live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to What's Your Genesis, my talk show where I talk to many various content creators and VTubers about whatever comes to mind. Sometimes it's, sometimes we chat about like the Twitch scene and YouTube and content creation. Other times we go on a long rant about old cartoons we used to watch. That's become a reoccurring thing in this show. It really has. But today I have with me the lovely Wild Spice. If you'd like to say hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm Wild Spice. I am a pixie demon. I originally am from hell, but I got bored down there. So now I'm on Earth trying to be an idol.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yes.
But I've had a lot of people from hell on this show, surprisingly. A lot of demons. I think I had a succubus. I've had a couple demon queens as well.
Yeah, demons, let's go!
I think I might have had a demon king, but I don't actually remember. I've had a lot of people on this show now. It's hard to remember everyone, even though I really want to talk and collab with everyone I've had on this show. One thing I want to do is definitely delve into getting more game shows set up as well. That way I can have more fun with the people I invite on the show.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I think it would be a lot of fun. Oh man. The big question is, do I do it live or record? If I do it live, I'd have to do it in my studio like I am with this talk show. But if I do a recording, I might do it Nux Taku style and just have everyone record their own perspectives and cut between it.
Yeah.
Something I might do.
Either or works.
Yeah. But so what got you into content creation? I'm a bit curious about that.
So I actually started out as a facecam streamer in November of 2018. I can't remember exactly how I came across Twitch, but I started to notice, people making content. Haha. Actually, I remember a little bit now. So I actually wanted to be a YouTuber. I started watching some channels way back, like in 2018, and I'm like, wow, I would love to do that myself. I'd love to create content and make videos and, become famous. But obviously, that's not how that works.
No.
So
it takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah. So I have a background in theater, so I'm used to being on camera, like acting, all that stuff.
Acting, putting on an act, maybe like being more energetic or playing more of a ham.
Yes. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? This YouTube thing looks cool, but I don't want to have to script my videos and all that. Like, I don't like to plan. I like to wing it a lot. So that's kind of how I found Twitch. And I'm like, you know what? This is cool. They're making content on the fly, like they're doing it live. This is awesome. I'll give it a shot. So I started streaming in November of 2018. And for the most part, I did a lot of streaming facecam style, but then around pandemic, I'm sure as most people, same thing happened. I discovered VTubing. I feel like that happened for a lot of people.
I discovered VTubing in 2020, but I didn't become VTuber till end of 2022.
I gotcha. Yeah, I found out about VTubers in 2020, started watching some of them. And then in 2021, I decided I want to get into this because I actually have another friend who is a VTuber, and he also started out as a facecam streamer, but now all he does is VTubing, and he's like, you should try it out, it's fun. So I did, and here we are. I've been now strictly a VTuber for quite some time.
Oh, that's awesome. I bet, do you enjoy playing the VTuber, being a character?
Yes, I do, because I can still be myself a little bit, but I can be a little more chaotic and play the demon girl more, which I like doing. So and it lets me use voice acting a little bit, because I always was interested in voice acting. So I can play around with my voice a little more too, which is fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like, being a VTuber to me has been really fun. Like, I feel like it really let me be myself more without like having to watch my tendencies. Like, okay, like because I have a weird habit of wagging my head left or right that I've done since I was a kid. I don't notice when it happens, and I've been always self-conscious about it. I mean, it happens when I'm a VTuber too. Some people have still picked up on and noticed when I do it, but it's not as embarrassing when my model does it compared to when I do it, on camera.
It's
So,
the other thing too. It's like if I need to like scratch my nose or I need to do something off camera, like people can't see.
or if it's really hot in your room, like it is for me, even with my AC running, currently am not wearing a shirt. I don't really like the idea of streaming shirtless.
Yeah, I gotcha. I agree.
Oh man, I'm not interested in showing off my chest. I'm sorry, even if it's not very hairy or anything, but I don't know. I just find that weird. Oh man.
But that's how you get big. And do it in a hot tub. There you go.
Two in a hot tub. Oh my god. Did you hear? I think there was a Fortnite streamer who, like, and I don't care much for Fortnite, but I heard about there's like a really big Fortnite streamer who's apparently taking a break from content creation because for right now, like the way he described it kind of hit home because right now I'm facing some burnout, and what he said is he feels when he started content creation, he would play video games like to escape reality, but now it feels like he goes to reality to escape his job now that he's making content, and it just was like,
oh
damn.
wow, yeah.
It's like, I won't deny, like, lately, I've been very lazy lately about making content. I've not been, like, I said I was going to grind a lot harder this year, but I just, like, I've been feeling burnt out, and just, I've been kind of just, like, spending a lot more time to myself. I've been very, distant from my friends and all that, more so lately than I have been. It's just, like, I'm like, I need me some alone time.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I feel like it's hard to keep that, to keep the grind set, like be on that grind or like constantly. I feel like people need to know when to take a break.
Yes, definitely. Take breaks. That's a good thing. Please don't burn out.
What's sad is I don't think burnout is avoidable. I think it's like, it will happen at some point.
Yeah, I think a big thing is just recognizing when it's coming or like
The signs.
knowing kind of like the signs. Yeah, exactly. So then you can be like, okay, I'm feeling this. Come on, let me try to address this now, and then not let
and
it.
having a way to address it. I was gonna say you want to have a way to address the burnout, like a healthy way of doing it. Whether that because the thing is, I feel like you can delay burnout, you can do things to delay it from causing it, but at some point you need to realize when you're doing stuff while burnt out, because that means you're losing your not just motivation, but your passion, your drive, because now it just feels like a hassle or a chore.
Yeah, for sure.
This also applies to playing video games. Like, I love to death Stardew Valley, but at some point that game feels like it's become a chore. Like, when you have all your animals, you want to go mining, you have to water your plants, or even picking your plants because you planted too many, even with sprinklers.
Yeah, I feel like that with some games too. Like for me, I feel like, well, I love playing Honkai Star Rail because that's the thing right now. But like, I love playing it. But then there are times where I'm like, I really don't want to because I have to grind. Like,
well, that's one of the reasons I dropped Genshin. The whole game felt like a grind. It's like, in order to actually make a new character, it's like, oh hey, I have Raiden Shogun. Took me literally, I think, 3 to 4 months before I actually got her playable.
Oh wow, yeah.
Not just because I had to unlock Inazuma, because I just got back into the game and created a new account when I got her, but also just in general, like, trying to get all the good artifacts. And like, I didn't think she was good for the longest time because I didn't have a good artifact set on her. But the thing about Genshin and like Honkai, I bet they both have like an artifact system where you have to get good artifacts to make your characters playable.
Yeah, very true. And at least like I've played Genshin and I've played Honkai Star Rail and I played Honkai Impact. And Yeah, like I'm more familiar now with like having to do all the relics and stuff with Honkai Star Rail, like to level that all up. But like with Genshin, I don't know. I lost interest in Genshin, and then I started playing Honkai Impact and then Honkai Star Rail. So
Let me ask the main. Like, here's the thing. Genshin has a decent story. That's pretty good. I think Genshin Impact would be better as an anime. If I'm going to be honest, hot take. I think it'd be better as an anime. Especially because, here's the thing. The gameplay is alright. The gameplay is fun. I do enjoy the gameplay now and then. Or I did. I've dropped it for about a year now, which shocks me that it's been that long. Despite how much money I threw at the goddamn game. Ugh. Oh god, too much money.
I feel that on Genshin. I was like, I'm like, I refuse to throw any money at Honkai Star Rail. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I was throwing like there was a because I was working a job that paid more. I was doing something so goddamn stupid. Because I wish I had saved this money because I was getting paid around I was getting paid well over $1,000 a week because I had a job that's paying really well. What did I do with all that goddamn money? Every week,
the money.
$100 a week on Genshin. $100 a week. Wow. Which is already way too fucking much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot of money, dude. If I had that money now, I could be paying 1 to 2 editors a week with that kind of money right now to edit my talk show down into more concise bites. I'm already have a couple that I'm paying. I will say the thing that sucks with burnout right now is I don't even have the energy to message back my editors. They're like, sometimes I'm busy. Yes, it's because of work. But other times it's just like they message me back and it's like, I'll get back this later. Right now I need some me time. And then next thing I know, 6 hours have passed and I'm like, fuck. It sucks.
That's important too, though, is self-care for sure.
It is, but I feel like at some point, at some point, I think you need also notice the difference between self-care and being lazy, and I think that's something I really need to note to differentiate. Because, God, I am a lazy person. I hate myself for it. I want to. I really do wish, if I had the chance to be reborn in my same life, that I could relive and just be a more motivated person, but take the same steps to make my life where it is now, but probably be more successful. Even if I just do the same things, for one, I also don't want to, I know some people, if they get sent to the past, they probably take advantage, alright, I'm gonna invent this that was invented when I was older, that way I'm rich. I don't think I take advantage of that. I just want to relive my life and be a more motivated person, and not procrastinate on everything I do. I don't know, I hate being so procrastinating. Oh, also, I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay! Sorry about that.
No problem.
Procrastinators unite. I'm also a procrastinator.
I think everyone is every now and then. Some people are always one, and other people are just occasional procrastinators. I don't think I like to believe, for my own sanity, that there is not someone out there who just is not procrastinating, does everything the moment they get it.
Yeah.
Because if that person exists, then shame on me, I guess.
Yeah. We see y'all out there pretending to not procrastinate. We know you're out there.
Oh man, it's just it's so easy to as well. Just I don't want to do this right now. I'll get back to it later, or something along those lines, and then you either forget or you just keep putting it off because 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Same thing today. Freaking okay. I will say I stayed up way too late last night.
So did I. So I feel you.
Stayed up way too late, and then I freaking tried waking up at 10 in the morning, which. Then I had to push it back to 11 because the fact I was okay, I didn't get to sleep till 6 a.m. I think, and
oh my gosh,
yeah, it was really bad because I kept watching manga recaps. I've recently fallen into a hole where I will listen to these 1 to 2 hour long manga recaps about Japanese or Korean manga, and I just sit there and listen to it while either doing something else or just glued to my screen listening to the story. And I hate myself for it, because I don't even remember, I probably am forgetting 90% of what I'm watching at, as the day progresses. And it's just I've fallen into this rabbit hole that I can't dig myself out of. It sucks. And I don't know. Frickin', but yeah, and then this morning I tried waking up at 10 or 11, and then I didn't actually get up till like noon or like almost 1 o'clock. Which is why I
Oh
didn't respond
wow.
to you, because you were like, oh hey, what else do you need to me? I didn't respond to that till way later.
That's okay. I was like, we're good. We'll figure it out.
I think also a big thing that's hurt my motivation recently. So this year, last year I had swapped over to purely to YouTube, like end of last year, and then earlier as this year started, I was talked. When I talked, I basically convinced myself to do half YouTube, half Twitch, and then basically went full time Twitch. And then Twitch did the announcement recently about how they wanted to remove
Yeah.
sponsors, and I was just like, I don't like this company, so I at least wanted to move my talk show back over to YouTube. And even that, I can't decide if I like this decision yet or not, and it eats me up.
I gotcha. Yeah, I've been trying out a stream once a week on Kick, and it's been okay. Like I haven't had any problems, but other than that, I'm still kind of on Twitch because I did try to stream on YouTube, and I was like, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, there's some things I like about YouTube, and there's a lot of things I don't. Like, honestly, the biggest tool I want is a easier way to download VODs to make videos out of, because the way of doing that with YouTube live streams is kind of a hassle.
Yeah.
And it's a pain.
Yeah,
But
and I
go ahead.
think for me though, it's just some of the I think it's some of the stuff interface wise, like I like better on Twitch than on YouTube. So I think that's also why I'm kind of like, uh,
A lot of
I haven't
viewers like
moved
that too.
anywhere. Yeah,
Like Twitch has like the best community and the best features.
yeah,
YouTube is like, in my opinion, it may lack the features, but it has like probably, I want to say, it's the biggest audience in the world, because
yeah.
everyone uses YouTube in this day and age. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you tell someone, "Hey, I'm a YouTuber," they'll know what you're talking about. If you tell someone, "Hey, I'm a Twitch streamer," there's still a decent chance that people don't know what that is.
What is a Twitch?
Like, I remember the days when people used to be like, "What?" Answer like, "I'm a content creator," and then they get those weird looks because,
Yeah, like what?
yeah.
What is that?
But nowadays, saying YouTuber is honestly the easiest thing you can do. And
Yeah.
I still to this day, I want to be a YouTuber. It's just I can't find the energy to edit all the time, which is why I'm trying to hire editors to edit my content.
Mm-hmm.
And find ones that I think really resonate with my content. Some I really do like and have been very good with what they have made, and it's just like I'm trying to find the right ones.
Yeah, I
Uh,
feel that.
like for me, I know that when it comes to content, it may be a grind, but it's like I don't want to put out content I'm not proud of, which is why I'm a very picky person when I get an editor. I'm very much like, edit this way for me, please, because it bugs me that I see an edit. I'm like, oh, I would have done that differently.
Yeah, I'm actually so one of my IRL gigs is I'm a photographer. So I just edit everything myself. I can't hand it off to somebody else. I'm like, no, I can't. These are mine. I must edit these.
I'm teaching myself that I have to let other people handle it, because of the fact that YouTube, as a platform, prefers people to be putting out consistent content, whether that's the type of content or at least their consistent upload schedule.
Yeah.
And so, because I'm sitting here being so picky and spending a month on a video that like someone else can finish in a week, it's a problem.
Yeah. I've only just started like editing like video, not like a lot, but like I was making vlogs and I was editing those for like IRL stuff. But then it's I'm liking the experience of learning how to edit things, but then I get what you're saying too, but it's like, yeah, for me, it's like I can't give it up yet. That's like with like I don't have anybody that's in my channel enough like for clipping, so I end up going back and clipping stuff myself.
I feel like that's the pain of every VTuber and every Twitch streamer. I've not had a consistent clipper since the day I started streaming, which I think was like either 2017 or 2018. And so, I mean, on and off. I mean, of course, people can't clip me on YouTube, which does suck. But
Yeah, that would be nice if you could, but
yeah. I will say, because this is more like a show, it's kind of why I like streaming on YouTube, and also because I don't like my talk show having interruptions, so I don't like when I was streaming on Twitch, I turn off the sound alerts and Twitch alerts, which of course would annoy some of my viewers because they want to do stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to interrupt my talk show. So I do think my talk show is best suited on YouTube where it can't be interrupted, or it's like, you know, I just think that might be better, because if I want people to watch the whole episode, it's kind of nice to just go live and be like, hello everyone and welcome to the talk show. Rather than them have to sit through a starting soon screen, or actually going to my VODs channel and being like, well, why would I go through the effort of going through the VODs channel? We'll be made into an edited down video. It's like, even though not every episode gets edited down into a video. It's like the ones I find funny or very meaningful I ask to be edited down.
Yeah.
Which,
that
you know,
makes sense.
So it's like, I just can't afford to pay for every episode to get edited down.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
So everybody sub, so that there's a budget.
Everyone sub. Everyone watch my streams, because I'm nearly to the watch time hour threshold to get monetized. I only need 1,000 more.
Oh,
yep, I only need 1,000 more, because they're dropping the requirements.
Yeah.
YouTube has announced that you only have to get 3,000 watch time hours instead of 4,000. I'm already at nearly 2,000.
Awesome, that's good.
Mainly thanks to the Womp Womp song I made for Shy Lily. Though honestly, that song is pulled in most of the watch time hours.
Well, hey, that's pretty sweet. I mean, for me on my channel, most of the watch time I've gotten was from like a reel or a short. On Instagram it's a reel, and on YouTube it's a short. I'm still learning, kids.
What sucks is watch time hours from YouTube Shorts don't count towards the watch time hour threshold for monetization. Only Shorts views count.
Got it.
And they've dropped the requirements for those, because it used to be you need 10 million. Now it's 3 million with the new requirements.
Oh boy!
You have 3 million. The requirement is either you need to have one of these. So the first requirement right now is 1,000 subscribers, which they're also dropping to 500. So they're dropping it to 500 subs. The watch time threshold is, and then you also have to achieve one of the following: either the watch time hour threshold or the shorts views. One or the other has to be hit. So with the new requirements, you either have to get 3,000 watch time hours or 3 million shorts views in. With the watch time hours, it's in a year. For the shorts views, for some reason, you have to get 3 million views in 90 days.
Yeah, let me get on that now.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's a lot. That is a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
Honestly, I could probably be making more YouTube shorts, especially for my talk show. It's just hard for me, like, especially here's like, if I do stream it on YouTube, the issue is no one can clip it. Therefore, I have to remember myself to go back and go grab a good moment to make it to a YouTube short.
Yep, that's true.
And if I want to edit it down, I just don't have the time myself to do it, or the motivation.
Yeah, what I've been doing is I'll go back and, like, with my Twitch stream, I'll go back and clip, and then I just upload the clips as shorts, so.
That works. That works. I just like to edit them a little bit more and add some, like, either sound effects or subtitles, because YouTube shorts with subtitles is really important. Yeah,
I don't have that skill, so I just throw the clip back up.
Gotcha. Yeah, like a lot of the reason why subtitles are so, like, more so than on regular videos, subtitles on YouTube Shorts is very important, because a lot of people will watch a YouTube Short with either the audio turned down or off because they're watching in a public setting, or that, like, some people are deaf and just watch YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're just there to watch the subtitles. I don't know. It's like one of those things, like, I like using subtitles, it's just that it's so time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a clip go, like, go from it taking only like 10 minutes to edit to taking an hour for 1 minute of subtitling. It's a grind. It's a pain. What were you gonna say though, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Like, I don't do subtitles because yeah, I'd have to do that. What's nice though is like when I throw something up on Instagram, I like that the reels can you can add the caption thing and it'll automatically do it. But like, I wish YouTube did that.
I think it actually does, but it's like people have to have their subtitle feature turned on. I don't know if it works for shorts, but it does work for regular videos. Like, you can turn on automatic captions, it will generate it. It's not the most accurate thing, and I much prefer manually doing captions if I'm going to use the YouTube caption style. But typically, I like just edit the subtitle in before upload. Just because,
I got
yeah.
Yeah, when I do the reels, I can preview what the captions look like, and I'll just tweak them as needed. Yeah, it's pretty close, but sometimes it's like that is not what I said at all.
I'm curious though. So, what kind of things do you typically stream?
Oh gosh,
A bit of
lots
everything.
of stuff, everything. No, I do stream a lot of different stuff. I do like RPGs, so I do stream a lot of like Final Fantasy, Honkai Star Rail right now because Honkai Star Rail's life. I also do sometimes I'll play like Mario Party or Mario Kart with people.
I need to get a bunch of VTubers to play Mario Kart together. I think that'd be so much
shout
fun.
me and let's go.
I need to.
Yeah.
I think it could be a lot of fun. The bit, like, I'll be honest, I've been really craving to set up a big VTuber collab. The thing for me is, I just don't want to bug people and just DM a bunch of people like, hey, I'm setting up a collab on this date, you free? Even though I've done it before, it's just, for some reason, I'm more hesitant all of a sudden. You know, I feel like I should really just reach out to people and be like, hey, if you're free on this day, I'm doing an event, like, with a bunch of people. I'd love to have you there.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
That's what yes, I would totally play Mario Kart and Mario Party. I love
Mario Kart, Mario Party, Among Us, even though Among Us I'm really bad at because I'm a bad liar. So if I'm an imposter, I'm so obvious, which is why I actually, when I play Among Us, I prefer being crewmate. But I really want to try the Among Us. I don't know if it's an actual thing in Among Us now or if it's still only a mod. The Among Us with basically the town of Salem rules. So it's like, you know, there's like a sheriff and all that.
Yeah. We did for my re-debut stream, because this is actually my second model.
Nice.
My first model, I was much smaller. But for my re-debut stream, a bunch of us played Among Us, and it was a blast. And yeah, everyone just says I'm sus now, so there you go.
You're sus. You're the sussiest of them all.
Yes. Sometimes I put the
through you.
Yes. Sometimes I put the Among Us guy on my chest during stream, and then when I shake my chest, it's like he's going for.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But yeah, we do that. I also sing sometimes. I sing karaoke sometimes. Sometimes we'll watch like I found this YouTube channel that has like funny Disney abridged movies, so sometimes we'll watch those just for laughs. And
abridged anime is so good.
Yes! I love abridged anime.
Abridged, Hellsing abridged, Dragon Ball abridged, Sword Art Online abridged.
Yes. They're all amazing.
Man, I've been really getting into, like, because I've been seeing a lot of Takahata's, like, clips of him reacting to Dragon Ball Abridged. I've been rewatching Dragon Ball Abridged through that, and also started watching Hellsing Abridged, which I need to get back into. I think I'm on episode 6 or 7, and I need to get back into it. Man. Also, it's introduced me to a new song that I really like, which is, I think it's Ready to Die by something Andrew. I don't remember his name. Hold on, let me look up the song. Ready to Die by Andrew WK.
Okay.
Which Andrew WK, I think he used to be on Cartoon Network or something. His name sounds familiar. I think he used to have a show on Cartoon Network.
He might have.
I don't remember what it might have been though.
It's a mystery.
I remember when Cartoon Network tried to delve away from cartoons. Like there were a couple of shows that just were not cartoons of Cartoon Network, and I think it was Dude Perfect or no, it wasn't Dude Perfect. What was it? There was like a show where they were trying to make ridiculous contraptions to do something. I think also Hole in the Wall was on Cartoon Network, but I don't know if that's right. I feel like Hole in the Wall was a YouTube. I mean, a YouTube Cartoon Network thing, not YouTube, not YouTube. Wrong thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Also, a big thing I want to do that I think could be a lot of fun. I want to get a bunch of VTubers and just my personal friends, just like anyone who's interested, and get like a massive GTA 5 custom race session.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, with a bunch of custom races, whether that's actual stunt races or throw in a face-to-face race that might drive people insane, because those could take hours because people keep running into each other.
Several hours later.
I feel like I would just make a 4-race playlist, 3 normal races, and the last one's a face-to-face because it would take forever.
Yeah. I
think that'd be a lot of fun. I want to do something like that. It's just, again, the me being hesitant just to DM... like spam, like basically not really spam people, but it's like me sending out the same message to a bunch of people all at the same time.
Yeah.
And I also want to get my community involved. So the big thing, I guess, I don't like. Here's the thing: it's not that I'm trying to gatekeep, but a part of me just wonders. I feel like I want to do more clubs with VTubers and not just non-VTubers. I guess part of me goes, is it weird to get VTubers and non-VTubers into a room? Or like streamers and non-streamers, people who just don't make content and people who do.
I collabed before with people, with IRL people. Like, I'm sometimes on a podcast that my friend has, and it's like half of it is them on camera IRL, and then the other half is myself and another friend who now also VTubes. So sometimes it's like half VTubers, half IRL people on screen. Also, just like I've played games before with other friends who I know from my face camming days that I'm still, or face cam streaming.
Yeah.
I still know them and still like do stuff with them. So
I mean,
yeah.
I still do stuff with friends who aren't streamers or aren't VTubers, just like people who just basically are just gamers. But I guess my big concern is putting friends who aren't content creators in a room with content creators. And because I don't want to like impose on the other content creators by having, a bunch of my personal friends in, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a bad thought to have, if I should just let my friends partake in these fun moments too.
Another thing, when we did my re-debut stream, I had one of my friends who doesn't stream. She was in the room with us and stuff, so it was still a fun time. Yeah, she still had fun, so...
Yeah, I need to just get over myself. Let's see. And hi, Wild Spice, your design. Yes, hello, Flip. They said your design certainly fits your name.
Thank you!
It's a really nice design. It really is.
Yeah, it's come a pretty long way from like what my original design was, because my original design was from someone on Twitter. She had they had adoptables, and it was around when I decided, I want to give VTubing a try, and I saw the design and I'm like, I'll adopt this. So I did. We changed up the colors, and it eventually turned into my version 1 model, which was, I literally was a chibi. And then now here I am as me. I love the artist who did my current design. I still commission her for art because I love her art style. She was in my stream the other day, and I told her I get a lot of compliments on the model and that I love her art. And she was like, oh my gosh!
It's really nice. I like all the bells.
Yes, we kept the bells. The bells are from the original design too, so it was like, we're keeping the bells.
It reminds me of was it Chimecho? Is that the Pokemon that's like the bell Pokemon or whatever, or is it Chingling? Chingling, I think.
Chingling. Shingling, yeah.
Which I always forget exists, because I think Chimecho came first, then Shingling was added later, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
But either way, it's like when I think of the big bells, the holes, I think of the Pokemon.
I have Pokemon on my head!
Oh man, I would love to see it, like a Vulpix and a Fedora. That'd be so adorable.
Yes!
I want a Vulpix or Ninetales and a Fedora. That is my partner Pokemon. We both wear, like, all my Pokemon just are wearing fedoras during battle or trilbies. And maybe I have one Charizard who has like a monocle and a top hat just for the hell of it.
Yes! Love that.
Oh
That'd be cool.
man. I do say, I might burn you. I am a dragon, my good Pokemon friend.
Yes, quite. Yeah.
Oh man. I feel like Blastoise would look would wear like a bandana, and then I don't know what Venusaur would wear. Maybe a fez. Put a fez on Venusaur because fezzes are cool.
Fezzes are cool.
Fezzes are cool. So are bow ties.
They are, yes.
As the great Matt Smith once said, bow ties are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Love Doctor Who. I love that show.
Yes, I used to, I actually have been seeing, I've been watching Doctor Who since I was little. My dad, when I was a baby, he would have Doctor Who on to help put me to sleep. I was little, so, like, my favorite doctor is Tom Baker. There you go.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to watch the old Doctor Who, but I've heard it's very different from the newer stuff.
It is very different, yes.
I've heard, like, maybe not as comedic as the nowadays ones were. Although I kind of dropped Doctor Who once the new Doctor took over because the writer for the show is so bad. Like, I don't remember his name, but he's just dropping the ball. Like, people were giving Stephen Moffat so much crap, saying, "Oh he was such a bad writer. He was running Doctor Who into the ground." Dude, he's the one who came up with Blink, one of Doctor Who's most famous episodes now, because he created the Weeping Angels, as well as, like, he's come with some of the best speeches I've heard on Doctor Who. I like Stephen Moffat.
Yeah.
New Doctor Who is so hard to watch. Which new Doctor? Do you mean the one with the female Doctor? Because it's not the fault of the actor, it's the fault of the writer. Because Matt Smith, David Tennant, Chris, and what's his name? Paolini. I'm trying to remember. Who was the 13th Doctor? Or is it 12th Doctor? 12th Doctor? 13th? Whatever. We're all saying good things about her, being like, oh yeah, she's gonna do a good job. The actress was supposed to be good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were all talking her up. It's the writer who did her wrong. Like, she's a good actor. I think she pulls the part off great. It's just she has a bad writer behind her.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Yeah. Also, man, I don't know anything about Pokemon. The last piece of Pokemon media I consumed was Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu wasn't bad. It was actually good. I thought it'd be cringe, but I actually enjoyed it.
I still pictured it as having Danny DeVito's voice come out of it.
Oh man, just like, I dropped my Magnum condom for my Magnum dog.
Ryan Reynolds does a good job, though.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds did an amazing job. The ending was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Although part of me just wonders, you know, it feels like they didn't really make it believable that Ryan Reynolds would be the dad. I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know.
It's Deadpool playing Ryan Reynolds playing Pikachu.
That's true. Shut up, Jen. What do you mean, shut up, Jen? What do you mean? What do you tell me to shut up about? But yeah, I liked it. Imagine getting turned into a Pokemon. Dude, that's the whole plot to Mystery Dungeon. Which should have been made into an anime itself, dude, because Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has really good plot. Especially the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon explores of time, darkness, and sky. Some of the best stories you'll find in Pokemon, honestly. I fucking bawled my eyes out when I beat Time and for the first time. Well, beat, but the thing is, that game is a very long post-game. So I never beat that. But I beat the main story, you know, the like, where it ends with was it Primal or Temporal Dialga, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Frickin', oh man, that game was so good. Part of me would like to stream that again, but I don't, again, I need to remember, there are some games I'm just not entertaining with streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wait, what's the most annoying Pokemon? I want to be that? That's a good question. I feel like Psyduck is probably the right answer.
Sigh.
Psy!
Sigh,
Psyduck!
sigh.
Psyduck! Freaking very annoying. I mean, he gave Misty headaches all the time. The whole thing is it's a headache Pokemon. Of course it's gonna be the most annoying Pokemon. He is supposed to be the most annoying, man. I know my
Yeah.
partner Pokemon would be a Vulpix. Either that or a Ninetales, because I feel like part of me like wouldn't know if I'd want to evolve my Vulpix or not, but Ninetales is so much stronger, and I could probably ride on its back, which would just let me get around everywhere a lot quicker.
Mine would be Raichu. I love Raichu.
Raichu's pretty adorable. Also like a bully sometimes, but it's great.
Yes.
Oh man, frickin' there's so many good partner Pokemon. Like I also love Shinx. I think Shinx and Vulpix are like two of the most adorable Pokemon, along with Eevee.
How many Eevees?
Of course, I'd want all the evolutions. Although Flareon's probably the last list, because Flareon to me is like the weakest of the bunch. I like all the other
Yeah.
Eevees way more and the evolutions. I think Espeon's my favorite though, and always will be. With Jolteon and probably coming a Jolteon or Vaporeon in a close second. One of those
Yeah.
two.
I out of all of them, I like Flareon. And then I guess Jolteon.
Flareon is adorable. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't find Flareon that strong, I guess. That's just me. Like Omanyte,
Yeah.
that's the only Pokemon you remember. Omanyte's cool and Unknown. Well, a lot of people remember Unknown because of the appearances they've made in the Pokemon movies. I'm pretty sure they made an appearance in Arceus, but their biggest appearance is the third movie, which I can't remember what it's called. Is it The Legend of the Unknown?
Yes.
Yeah, the one where frickin' Ash's mom gets kidnapped and turned into the mom of the little girl with the dad being
Yeah.
Entei.
Entei's like, what?
Best part in any Pokemon movie, anytime it happens, is when Team Rocket starts helping Ash. That's my favorite
Yes.
thing. Just the bad guys being good for once. I love that. I think the first movie had it, I think, but the second movie did it way better, because, oh my god, it was epic when they made their entrance and were helping him on that sled. And then frickin' they helped him in the third movie with Charizard. I don't remember all the other movies they help, but they help a lot in the Pokemon movies, and I love that, because, let's be honest, Team Rocket aren't really that evil. They're good, like,
No.
they're joke villains.
Yeah, they're trying to be bad, but they are not in fact bad.
The other members of Team Rocket, yeah, they're evil. And then also Team Aqua and Magma, evil. But Team Rocket, like, Jesse, James, and Meowth are not actually that evil. They're just entertaining when they're on screen, which you don't always have that with a villain. There are a lot of times where I'm like, a reoccurring villain, I'm like, ugh, it's them again. When it's Team Rocket, a smile is on my face. Because it's always, to denounce the evils of truth and love. To extend our reach to the stars above. James.
Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light.
It's like, and then was it's like now or
Surrender now, prepare to fight.
yeah, surrender now, prepare to fight. Meow, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Such a good frickin' intro every time, and then we're blasting off again.
Yes.
Ding. Frickin' oh man, like it's so sad that Ash and Team Rocket have left the series. It's
Yeah.
finally come in. I've not kept up on Pokemon, honestly. I think the only series, there's only one series I was really good about watching, and that was the first series. Only reason I know that is because I went to rewatch it like 8 years ago or something. Like maybe not that long ago, but like 5 or 6 years ago, I started rewatching it. I was like, damn, how many episodes of Pokemon did I actually see? Because like I don't
Right?
remember seeing all this, but I had watched all like at least 50, 60 episodes. Like I was like, I'd watched all the way up to Serena's gym, all the way up to I think I'd made it real far, which really makes me real happy. I think for me, I watched hardly any of Johto. I just didn't like Johto that much. Probably because I didn't like the intro that much to Johto. Same with Hoenn. The intros to those two regions were not as good as I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Dun 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 dun. Just that is catchy. I mean, other countries started using that as the Pokemon intro. When they remade the intro, they just made their own version of the Pokemon theme. It's so catchy.
Hmm.
But I think for me though, I love Diamond and Pearl probably the most in terms of just like I love I love Sinnoh. Sinnoh's like if I was reborn in Pokemon World, I'd choose the Sinnoh region as my starting point.
I like Alola.
Alola's cool. You know, that's the island one, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yeah.
Alola's
That's Sun
neat.
and Moon.
I like Alola. I do. It's just like I think I burned myself out because I played Sun and Moon to the death, and then I tried playing Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, and it just felt like a repeat.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But and I love this in our region. Everything from the music, from the freaking Pokemon themselves, like a lot of the Pokemon designs, I just love. Especially, I think it has some of the most gorgeous legendaries: Palkia, Dialga, Arceus, Mesprit, Uxie, Azelf. Like, Giratina, oh my god, so many real, just beautiful looking legendaries.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm so ecstatic about that region. But, you know, of course, a close second would probably just be OG Kanto. They're like starting out, you know, in Pallet Town, like, damn, man, that'd just be great. But I feel like, here's the thing, I feel like most Pokemon trainers would not start out in the starting town. Or I feel like most people wouldn't actually get their Pokemon from the Pokemon Professor. I feel like it'd be a gift from your parents.
Yeah.
That's my theory, is that'd be how you actually start Pokemon journeys. You're giving it from your parents for your, like, a birthday gift. Like, it's your 10th birthday, here's your Pokemon partner.
Get out!
Get out! Although, that again,
Time to become a grown-up!
it's always
Live on your
bugged me
own.
that it's 10-year-olds. Like, I would love to see it be a teenage setting. Like, it's like once you turn 18 or 16, then you're, or 15 at the minimum, then you can set on your Pokemon journey. 10 just is way too young.
Yeah, how are they surviving on their own?
They're not. They shouldn't be.
In the wild at age 10!
Oh my god. So, okay. If you start in the Kanto region, what would be your 6 Pokemon on your team?
Do we count evolutions?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
So we're gonna say
Raichu.
like final forms. Yeah, anything. Just what would be your 6 Pokemon?
Raichu, Snorlax,
That's a good one.
Wartortle.
Wartortle, not Blastoise, really.
Yeah, I like Wartortle. I like how he looks.
He kind of looks like a blue shell from Mario Kart.
Yeah. I'm thinking who else? What's another Pokemon I like?
It's hard when it's just Kanto. It really is, because there's so many Pokemon past Kanto, but...
Dragonite?
Dragonite, I feel like I'd want Dragonair, because I like the beauty of Dragonair more than Dragonite's, like, strength.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I have 2 more. Who else? There's too many!
there's a lot, yeah.
Um,
What about, I'll let you have 1 legendary.
probably Zapdos.
Zapdos is pretty cool. Zapdos is pretty cool.
And then last would probably be who I'm trying to think, like, who else do I use a lot in other games too? Like, if I happen to catch it.
Yeah.
I guess I'd say Flareon, actually.
Probably a
'Cause I
good one,
have
yeah.
Flareon in a lot of my games.
I feel like for me, the 6 I would pick, I think I'd go Ninetales, Vaporeon, Jolteon. So I'd want 2 evolutions. I'd want
Yeah.
Vaporeon and Jolteon, and a Ninetales. That's fire, water, electric. And then from there, I'd probably want a flying type. So if I was to pick a legendary that had flying, I'd probably go with Articuno, because flying ice. It's not the strongest, but, you know, it's a beautiful... if it wasn't Articuno, I'd pick Pidgeot, or whatever, final form, Pidgeot, whatever. I still think that Pidgeotto should have been the last name. Like, I wish I could swap the names. Pidgeot should have been the 2nd evolution. I like Pidgeotto. I feel like it's a much cooler name than Pidgeot. I don't know. That's just my thing. But the last 2 I'd pick, let's see. I feel like I'd want a Psychic type on my team, but I don't know which I'd pick. I feel like, isn't there only like 1 Psychic? No, wait, there's no. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to hit no. I feel like just to go with the fact that people can have Pokemon that aren't evolved yet. I feel like having an Abra as a partner would just be cool. Never evolve it, just have an adorable Abra, but like have it have a personality and actually have moves more than just teleport.
Yeah.
Just a really strong Abra, and then last Pokemon. That's tough. Probably. Can you stop them from evolving? Yeah, you can stop them.
Yeah.
And I mean, and also with the, I mean, there's also items, but I don't know if they exist in the Pokemon anime. But there are items in Pokemon that prevent Pokemon from evolving. The Everstone comes to mind. Having a Pokemon hold the Everstone prevents it from ever evolving. Now if I were just gonna say one that I want, other than that, on the team, that's tough because Kanto has a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, it does.
Trying to think.
So many Pokemon.
That last one is real tough choice. Maybe I'd go with something like let's see. I've already got a fire type, I already got water, I already got electric, I already got flying and ice. And psychic if I take the Abra, or that might become an Alakazam later. But last member is really tough. Probably. What is another Pokemon I think is adorable? Like, or maybe strong, that's cool. I feel like having a Jigglypuff would be fun, but I don't know about that because I don't want it riding on my face all the time. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will pick Jigglypuff just so I can actually get some goddamn sleep.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be actually a really good call. Oh, man. I feel like it'd also be fun to catch Mew, but I feel like that's, like, off limits. Because Mew's, like, you know... I like how Mew was supposed to be, like, the origin of all Pokemon, and then Arceus came along and was, like, the god of all Pokemon. It's like, so what does that make Mew? What does that make Mew now? Mew is obsolete.
Mew is obsolete.
Mew is obsolete.
You're obsolete now.
You're obsolete. Oh man. I don't know. The Pokemon world would be so fun to be like isekai too. You know, just be like, you wake up one day, you're a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Oh man. And now, if you could pick any Pokemon at all to be your partner Pokemon, what would you pick? In all of Pokemon.
Say again?
In all of Pokemon, if you could pick one Pokemon to be your partner, what would you pick?
Just any Pokemon?
Any Pokemon. I still go Ninetales to me.
I probably would still go with Raichu because ride or die, Raichu is my favorite. So
Raichu's pretty awesome. Would you go with a Alolan Raichu or Kanto Raichu?
Oh, probably the OG Raichu. It took me a while to warm up to Alolan Raichu because at first I was like, "What the heck did they do to Raichu? This is awful!"
That's
and then
my
it grew
same
on me.
feeling towards Alolan Ninetales because I prefer Kanto Ninetales.
I do love Alolan Executor because how tall it is. Just huge.
He's got that long neck.
A long boy. Yeah, I love that.
Oh my god. I feel like the Pokemon universe would be terrifying. It would be terrifying, let's be honest. These Pokemon have superpowers, dude. It's terrifying to think about. Oh man. It reminds me of there being an anime that's a little bit more like a realistic take on Pokemon called Zatch Bell. Which is a very old anime that I believe aired on
I know
Cartoon
of Zatch Bell. Like, I know what it is. I haven't seen it, though, but I do know what it is.
The idea behind it's kind of still cool to me. I wish I could write a story like it, where it's like, you know, you have a partner that, like, they have a book of spells, and the more people you defeat, the more spells you unlock. But if if the book is destroyed, so is your partner, so you cannot let your book get destroyed.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, not only that, Jen, you're giving them 10-year-olds power to wield, so let's train them. You know the things 10-year-olds would have done with Pikachu? You've heard what I did to my friend with the wasp nest? That was without superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I keep saying it'd be a ban on anyone having a Pokemon below the age of 18. I feel, at least, you know, going on a journey with a Pokemon. Like, no Pokemon battles unless you have a battler's license. Like, you have to go to college or an academy to get your license to be a Pokemon trainer. Also, to go away from Pokemon, I recently watched. So you remember how I mentioned I was watching a bunch of manga recaps recently? There was one about a Japanese story about that was first time I've heard of this. An isekai where they get main. And do you know what you know what an isekai is in anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, going to another world. The guy gets isekai'd into a sci-fi world, and I'm like, yo, that's actually so different because it's always, reincarnated into a fantasy world. I'm like, listen, like, here's the thing. I love fantasy. I really do. But I'm also a nerd for sci-fi, and that's thanks to playing Halo growing up. Like, I love me some good sci-fi. And so when it's like, because here's the thing, fantasy's cool, but it typically follows like the same realm. Like, there's elves, there's dwarves, there's all this. You know the tropes. But sci-fi has like infinite possibility because you can have an alien race that eats things through its nose and then poops it out its mouth. Like, you literally can have anything in a sci-fi situation. It's why, like, it's like with a mercenary that goes around, or like a bounty hunter that goes around the universe. It's cool because you can see so much of the universe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just that's cool to me. Especially like with Halo. The coolest thing to me about Halo isn't just the ships, because damn, the ships are cool. Like all the different classes of ships and all that, but also like the lore behind like the Flood. It's like this imposing threat of like a zombie that basically, eats sentient life. It's sorry, I just it's so cool.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's because a lot of fantasy is based in either Eastern mythology, Old Europe stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love fantasy. I love them both, dude. I feel like it'd be so fun. Imagine if, like, you have a character, because I've thought about the idea of having a story. Like, what if a character, every time they slept, went to, like, a spirit world? Like, and, that's one idea. So it's like, in their dreams, they can, go to the spirit world and live another life. Imagine if every time you fall asleep in a fantasy world where you're the hero, you wake up in the sci-fi world where you're, like, another character. So you flip-flop between the two settings. So you got fantasy on one side of the story, and sci-fi on the other, so one character gets to live both lives. That'd be so cool! Sorry. That'd be so neat, dude. I don't know. I just love me a good story. I love me a good story. I wanted to be an author when I was younger, and I still kind of do. But again, it's the same issue with me editing my videos. I just can't finish the things I start.
Yeah.
I sucks.
feel that. That's me, like, with different projects. It's like, we're going to start this project. All right, we're going to move on to something else. Okay, we're going to move on to something else.
Like, dude, I've been, literally thinking about, like, basically putting a self-ban on myself to stop making music, because I keep going into my music program and spending hours in there, and I need to stop, because again, I want to set these collabs with people, but I'm just I just am too focused on my music, or editing videos, or too scared to reach out. I want to do more with people, and not just do my own thing.
Yeah.
It's sorry. I know I've been basically venting this whole episode. I apologize. I don't want to make this episode again. I invited you on. I should be talking to you more about yourself, not just myself. I feel a bit bad about that. What's with that laugh?
I do. People like my laugh. I'm just like,
It's like
just
the
because.
Wicked Witch of the West.
I know, I'm a demon. I'm a demon. I'm supposed to be evil.
Supposed to be evil. Do you know how many times I've seen a demon say they're evil and then they just cannot be evil because they're pretending to be evil? Did she just go full gremlin mode? I love that. She did.
I am a gremlin! I am a gremlin.
I'm not a gremlin myself, but I appreciate a good gremlin now and then. Why do you think I'm friends with Nari? She's very much a gremlin. I feel like
always gremlins.
I feel like my friend Flip is a gremlin. But I don't know, maybe not. He's kind of a gremlin. He's a semi-gremlin. Never go full gremlin. You can go half gremlin, but never go full gremlin. There's no turning back.
Yes, I'm very gremlin and very chaotic. So much so that the other night on stream, someone from the community ended up buying me a 5-pound bag of gummy bears because I don't know what happened, but we ended up talking about gummy bears.
Oh my god. You should get them to buy you like the 5-pound gummy bear. There's like a bear that's 5 pounds. I think there's also like a gummy snake.
No. So actually what happened, so how it started was we were talking about gummies, I forget why, and then we were talking about worms, and then it turned into talking about, well, do worms have penises? And then we were talking about gummy penises, and I did have those on my list, but no one would buy them for me. So it was just like, what is happening?
Oh my god, dude. Jesus.
That was a wild stream. So now I think that's a thing where Saturday nights we're just gonna be wild. I don't know.
Oh man. There's so much fun, man, in content creation and streaming. There's so many different things you can do. I really want to do more my community too. It's just like I don't know. I guess I just feel so guilty that I don't do more, that I don't try harder.
I gotcha.
Just
Yeah. I've been trying to do more with other people. What is it? I'm trying to collab with more people. So there's one VTuber. I've been friends with her for a while now, but she's in Australia. So we always riff off each other and stuff, and we're like, okay, we need to actually collab, but we have to figure that out because of time zones.
Yeah, I totally know that. I have one friend who keeps wanting to hang out with me, and it's just like worst timing ever because of our time zone differences.
And then I have another VTuber friend that, again, he's I've known him since my face camming days. That's how we met, was we both were face cam streamers and then went to VTubing. And I keep trying to collab with him, but he's like so busy collabing with everybody, and I'm like, dude, when are we collabing?
Oh man.
Like, sir, let's go. I'm literally just gonna pick a date at this point on the calendar and be like, all right, listen, sir, listen, here's the date. I've picked it. You're collabing. There, done. I did the work for you.
Oh man. I really need to get my butt in the gear and do these big collabs, because here's the thing. It's fun hanging out with the same people, but it's also really fun to hang out with people you don't hang out with often or haven't hung out with before. So
yeah.
I really want to grab more people and do more. Like, it's just like game shows take so much to set up. Big collabs require a lot of people to be open and free, and it takes a lot of scheduling with that. So it's like all this stuff. Let's see. Streams are most fun when you just let loose. That's why I hate how censorship prone some of these platforms are lately. Yeah, it does suck. There's a lot of censorship on a lot of platforms recently.
This is true.
Yeah, very true. The only thing is, it doesn't really affect me, as I've not really been much as someone to, say harsh things or censor myself, or need to, because I don't say these really absurd things that often.
Yeah.
Oh man. But the biggest thing I think that you can have fun with is just, with content creation, I think the most important thing is to have fun.
Yes.
It's like, do it because you're having fun, It's like, you shouldn't be, never, the big reason I've not thought of swapping a kick yet, because to me, the only reason I'd swap to kick is if I can, I don't care about the money. It's like, I don't care about the money kick is offering. What I want to know is if I can download VODs, if people will actually watch my content, if there's a way for people to clip, and most importantly, if the viewers I'll get there are the viewers I want, because I know Kick is full of a lot of people who are very much, what's the word I'm looking for? Not family friendly is a bad term, but there's a lot of people out there who have values or say really harsh things that I don't really agree with.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Love Kick. I make no money on it, but it's fun as fuck to stream there. Why is it fun? What kind of features? I guess I'm gonna ask you and Chat, since both you and Flip and Chat, Flip being another person I've had on the talk show before. Both of you have streamed on Kick. What kind of features does Kick have?
I feel like it's very similar to Twitch, except I feel like you can maybe be a little bit more I guess a little more what do you call it? Like, you don't have to be as safe with your stuff. Like, not like, obviously, like, I'm not a person that's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go over on Kick and be like a really unhinged, awful person, because that's not what I am, even though I'm a demon, haha. But not gonna be over there doing that kind of stuff. But like, yeah, like Flip says, you can be more open on there. You can say a lot, like, you can say more NSFW stuff and not get banned, essentially. Like, I'm not one of those people that's gonna go over there and just be a horrible, crappy person.
I definitely don't think you are. I mean, you definitely don't seem like that kind of person.
No, but yeah, I agree. Like, on Kick, I feel like you can be more, be a little more open with your content. Like, you can do some things you can't get away with on Twitch. Yeah, that's too. Yeah,
I was gonna say that, seeing as Nari recommended you, I don't think she'd want to associate with you if you were that kind of person, seeing as she refused to play Cards Against Humanity with me, so...
Oh, wow!
She refused to stream it. She was like, it's not good for stream, and it's like, I don't know about that. I've streamed it plenty of times, not got in trouble.
So I have to. So one of the times I streamed, I was still still on camera at the time. I wasn't a VTuber yet, but I streamed Honey Pop on Twitch, and I didn't realize it was banned.
Oh God, Jesus! And
it was the uncensored version, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh man, oh Jesus.
I deleted the VOD right after. This was years ago. It's like, obviously, I'm like, oh well, we're deleting this VOD. I had no idea that you could stream it there, and I was like, oh my God, what did I do?
Talking about Nari and all that, it just made me think of a video idea I might want to do. I might pull, because like, I've been thinking about game shows, but I honestly think it'd be fun to just do what Nux did recently. He turned it into a game show, but he just had everyone share an embarrassing date story, like the worst date they've ever been on. And I'm just like,
oh yeah,
I could do something like that with a bunch of VTubers. Yeah. Pull them on, ask them to tell stories, and then we all just, tell the story, and that's the video or the stream. Probably the video. Like, I have everyone on here, and I just like VTubers talk about their worst dates or something like that, because I could easily make a thumbnail from that, like with a bit of help. Like, pull, like, 6 VTubers together, and, or 7, have everyone vote for who they think had the best story.
The best worst story.
Yeah. I feel like, I'm trying to think about, because I don't want to steal Nux's idea and do worst dates. So I want to think, what would be a good alternative to that? What would be another good thing to cover? Like, embarrassing, or, like, just an interesting story. Like, maybe, like, what's this, like, I guess... I gotta get a bunch of VTubers together who have had a near-death experience and talk about who's had the, like, most notable near-death experience. Because I've had 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. And I'm trying to think about which one's worse. Because, I just thought of 3. 2 of them have to do with drowning, and one of them has to do with me nearly dying to a dead spider.
Oh, jeez.
So I feel like this is gonna be fun. I should do this. I really should.
Yeah, you should. That's a good idea.
That'd be a really fun video idea, I feel like. I feel like that'd be something to definitely have everyone record the perspectives and send to me. Because I pull everyone together. I think I should. I should message a bunch of VTubers. Because I think I should stop doubting my own skill to edit. That would not be subtitled. That'd be something I'm going to send to an editor. Probably someone who does light editing, and just have them put it together for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab all the footage, have everyone send it to one place, and then I share that with my editor. I feel like that's a good idea. I might do that. And if you're interested, I might invite you to one of those days.
Yeah, sure, I'm down.
I feel like it'd be fun. Like, in fact, I think the first one I might do is, what is the worst thing you've ever done to another human being? Could be a really good story.
Oh my God.
And I can think of one that I really don't want to share, but but the thing is, me and my younger brother have made up for it. But it is a scary story about when I had anger issues.
Oh no.
Very much I'm not an angry person now. I've not
that's good.
I've not snapped at a person in years. I've not physically tried to hurt anybody since pretty much that moment because I learned I shouldn't do that. Yeah, Flip, that's why I was thinking about inviting you to that if I do that video, I'll invite you to the recording session because I know you have a good story about being a horrible human being. And we'll I think that'd be great. Maybe it's a little rigged, but I think it could be fun. Get like 5 or 7 VTubers together and all tell stories. I think I'll do that. I'll have everyone go on record their VTube studio with a background and then tell their story and then send me their perspectives.
Yeah, it's like, all right, everyone, story time.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Horrible. You mean fucking hilarious? It is hilarious, but it's also it is horrible though. It is so rude, but it's a great story. I think I'll do that. You know, if anything, I think chatting with you has awoken my eyes to some content I can make that won't require a lot of setup. It just requires asking people, hey, I have a very simple video idea. Let's come do this. And I just, what should I do for the winner, I guess?
Make them a photoshopped certificate. I don't know.
Oh my. Because Nux can offer money. I can't really offer money.
I like doing a clip art type certificate because it's just amusing to me.
Oh man, I really
like,
want to.
You done did it.
In fact, I think I might set this up later in the week because it gives me something to record with people if they're free early in the morning. That way, yeah. Because I don't really like streaming on my work days because I'm worried that people aren't gonna be free because I have to stream at like 10 a.m. PST, which is EST. That's 1 p.m. EST.
Yeah, that's when I'm working. Ayo.
Yeah, it's a very rough time. So I feel like I need to find... It's either that or I record with people when I really should be getting ready for bed after work, when I'm exhausted. Mm-hmm. But that could be fun, I guess, an after recording session. In fact, you know, I might set this up later in the week. If both of you... I feel like, do you have any good stories that, from the things I mentioned? Like, if I say, what's the worst thing you've ever done to another human being, do you have a story that pops in your head?
Oh, yeah, I would.
Oh, okay, good. Alrighty then. I guess worst person. Because it really is, like, whoever wins the worst person... And I guess, like, maybe I make them tweet saying I've won an award for being the worst person.
Yeah,
that is actually probably I have won an award in a video about being the worst person ever. They have to tweet that out with no context until the video gets posted. I think that's a great idea. I think I'll go through with that. I think I like that idea. I'll reach out to a bunch of VTubers that I've not collabed with in a while. And see if they're down to record on one of the days I can specify. Let's see. And I grab at least 5 or 7 of them. This is definitely something I do with a bunch of VTubers or IRL streamers, people who show their face. Because the hardest thing, I will say, I want to, like, when it comes to video ideas like that, I want to stick to doing with content creators. I think when I do, like, big party games, I definitely want to involve more of my non-streamer friends as well. Or when I do solo streams. Because I like streaming with friends, so like one thing I have a friend who has agreed. They're another VTuber who's agreed to join me if I stream Yakuza, and I feel like if I asked my friend Quizzy, he'd probably say yes as well. Because I want to stream Yakuza, but I want to do it with people in the call with me, so I can chat with them while we play and make commentary on the game as I play.
Yeah.
Some things I need to finish first, though. I need to finish playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion so I can make a scripted video. I need to make a scripted video on some other games I've said I was going to make scripted videos on. Oh god, there's so much to do. The worst thing about making a scripted video is that, I gotta record the script, and then I have to be the one who makes the footage. So it's like, I can't let someone else edit that. That's the I'd have to edit, probably. Maybe, unless I get a really skilled editor. But, oh man, you'll see a FNAF movie got a second trailer. I did see that FNAF movie got a second trailer. I just didn't watch it. I'm not really interested in the FNAF movie, to be honest. I don't know. FNAF is a series I used to like watching YouTubers play. But it's, I mean, and nowadays I just watch every now and then if it's an interesting fan game that someone played. I don't know.
Nowadays I just watch the VTuber news.
Yeah,
No,
VTuber
actually,
news, something.
lately I've been watching VTuber news. I watched there's some content creators on YouTube who do things like about MLMs and like revealing the scams of them. I watch those, and then I also have been watching a lot about the Titanic now.
Oh wow, freaking! Oh my god, I freaking Let's see. I I remember, oh, no, not remember. Like recently, for someone one of my editors I've hired in the past, Mr. Underhill, he has announced that he's starting a VTuber like news podcast with Evanito, which is really
Mhm.
cool. Because Mr. Underhill's actually been doing really good at reporting on news and stuff. I was running a news channel for a bit, but it takes a lot of effort to run one, and a lot of time it feels like you're just reporting on drama, and it's not the funnest thing ever.
Yeah.
Even if people were saying I was doing a good job at it, and they would watch more, I was just like not enjoying it. It's not the content I really want to make, I guess. I don't know. It's hard. I also really want to get my hands on a thumbnail artist that's affordable. That's another thing I want to do. Oh man. But did you hear recently? I don't know if you know of this VTuber, but did you hear that Nina Kosaka from Nijisanji is graduating?
Yes.
Which makes me kind of sad because Nina was awesome. I really liked Nina. She had a really good personality.
Yeah, I think I think what's happening now a lot is just we're one with like all the VTuber news and stuff. We're finding out so much more about like the industry side of or not industry, sorry, the corporate side of VTubing. And like I think now like you're saying you're burning out, I feel like you're seeing a lot of corporate VTubers burn out too. And they're like
Probably.
yeah,
Like, I think
because
Gargura took a really long break, but I don't know if that was a medical thing or if that was just a burnout thing.
yeah, I'm not sure either with Galgura, but like you just see it a lot now with like corpo VTubers. You see like I feel like you're starting to see a lot more of them take breaks. Or like, hey guys, I'm taking like a hiatus for a little bit and then they come back or graduate. But like yeah, I feel like we're starting to see now like possible burnout, I guess. Just in general too, I feel like you're seeing people burn out, but that's due to a variety of things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's always sad to see a VTuber graduate, but a lot of people think she'll probably continue as an indie, possibly, but we'll see. But yeah, I feel like, well, especially when we saw Vey and Silvervale and Nyanners all go indie. Like we're seeing a lot of VTubers that were corpo now either going indie or just like not doing it anymore, like for burnout or other reasons.
Yeah. No, I can totally see that. I can totally see that. And that's honestly, I don't think it's that surprising. A lot of them have been on that grind for so long. It's because the corporate culture is kind of garbage as well. Well, yeah, we know that. We know that. They're such idol companies, and we all know how bad idol companies can be. They're very restrictive.
Yeah, and I think with there being more awareness around how corpos operate, I think that's also why you're seeing more people be like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna duck out now while I can."
Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh, that's Jesus. Yeah. I totally can see that. I mean, I like part of me wanted to join a corpo, but here's the thing: it's both for the like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Part of it's because yeah, you get fame, but another, I kind of want to get someone who can help me manage my life, or at least the content creation side, and be like, okay, they'll hire the editors and thumbnail artists, they'll figure out all of that. I just have to focus on making my content and making sure I stick to a schedule, because that'd be so convenient for me.
Yeah, that's also why I've like looked into it as well, just for like mainly for yeah, like the managing side of things and like helping with things that I'm not myself very skilled at handling. Like, here, can you like help me with promoting on social media or like help me find brands that will work with me and stuff like that, because just as like one as an indie and two like being smaller, it's like, well, brands are not going to look at me because I'm not Iron Mouse, for example. I love Iron Mouse. That's not to knock Iron Mouse. But like I'm using an example of like a very big streamer. They're going to look at those very big popular streamers first, and then it's like, but then you forget about the little ones.
What I'm so desperate for, because I love to make music. The thing I'm stuck at is like I can write lyrics. The thing is, because of ADHD, I write too many. Or it's either I write too many or I can't come up with some. So what I'd love is to find someone who wants to sing, or either find someone who wants to sing or someone who can help write the lyrics to a song, and then I make the instrumental for it, and then we work together to release that song together.
Well, I mean, I can sing, so
well, that's awesome.
Do something.
Hey, I'll take you up on that offer. I've had a couple people that have offered to sing with me, and you know, I'm willing to take a lot of people up on that offer. Because there's a lot of music I do want to make. The big thing for me is it's hard to be happy with how it sounds in the end, or like if I'm like happy with how the lyrics have turned out.
Yeah, I got you. My dad was a singer, so like I'm used to like, you know, his like how his process was of like writing or like seeing how it sounded. Like sometimes he'd have me like when he was working on a song and like he had the instrumentals and things, he'd be like, "Hey, how does this sound, or should I take this out?"
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So are you good at like writing lyrics or not really?
No, but I can sing, and like I have a musical ear because I can.
Gotcha.
Like,
well, at least I should share some of the music I've been working on, not just the ones I've released, because I don't know if you saw that I did release a song a while back. I released a song recently called Motivation. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. That one's turned out pretty well.
On my to-do list to check out.
If that's not true, dude, having a list is something I have so much of. Dude, my list of content I want to make is growing by the day, because it's like content I've been wanting to release for years, or content that I just haven't had the time to edit, like content that I've been too scared to edit down. And it's just like I really should sit down and finish some of the stuff I have, because I have a lot of like really good videos I could get out there that I just have not finished yet.
Yeah, like one of the things I want to do, I do want to do a song, or I want to do a cover of something, because I can sing and lots of people like my singing. So I was like, I want to do that. Also kind of like to pay homage to my dad, because of my dad having been a singer. He passed in 2019. So like I still want to like do something like that, kind of like as like a little tribute to him. It doesn't have to be like his stuff or anything, but it's still like I want to do some kind of song. Or there's songs I've heard that I'm like, I want to cover that because I like the song. It's a bop.
Oh yeah, I want to make some covers as well, like "Fly Me to the Moon." I really want to make a cover of that.
I love "Fly Me to the Moon."
I feel like I'd make a cover and remix of it. Like I'd make a dance remix of "Fly Me to the Moon."
Yes.
Like I already have the instrumental pretty much finished. Like the, you know, and so like the lead would be basically the same as like the "Fly Me to the Moon." But I feel like I don't know, I might edit a little bit.
The stars.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. I'm better with autotune though. It's like the only thing it's like that my one saving grace is that I bought autotune. That's the only saving grace to me making music now. Oh man. Otherwise it'd be a nightmare to make music. Oh man. I've also, something I recently delved into, and another reason I'm so mad at myself wasting my time making music, I started on a project which is converting a song from Japanese to English. I'm liking how it's turning out, but it's taken forever, because the thing is, I don't know how to make guitar chords, and the song mainly uses a guitar, like acoustic guitar chords, and I'm like struggling to recreate it in my program.
Yeah.
I know I could probably remake it without it, but it's just like, oh my god. But the vocals, my lyrics so far are sounding really good and true to the original from what I'm seeing from the translations and all that. Mm-hmm. But I'm enjoying it, and but it is taking a lot of my time. And again, that just seems to be my main enemy is time. No matter what I want to make, it's always time.
Yeah, I feel that. Need time!
I need more time to do the things I want to make.
Yes.
Oh man, it's so rough. Like I feel like the big thing is again, I have some scripted video ideas I want to make, but I think I also should do more of the collab ideas. The big thing is I need to figure out if I can find an editor who can edit that down quickly and affordably, the collab stuff, if it doesn't have as much, you know, subtitles or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also thumbnails, because thumbnails are a pain in the butt. At least when I'm not... Okay, the style of thumbnail for my talk show is easy, because I just get the model and I change the text on screen. Trying to make the thumbnails for the edited down versions is a pain, because I basically have to make something a bit more clickbaity looking. And that's very hard when you're not an artist.
Oh, so apparently there's gonna be an Among Us animated series.
What?
Breaking news!
Why? Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
I don't know! I just saw it in my Twitter feed. That was all. I was just like, breaking news! Breaking news!
Oh my god.
I wonder how, I don't know how that's gonna go, but okay.
Oh man. Well, also, maybe I'll throw this idea at you. Another idea I had to incorporate other VTubers is to ask for like one at a time, ask for each VTuber to write a lyric to a song, and then I give that lyric to the next person, and they have to come with the following lyric, and then the next person the following lyric, the next person the following lyric, until I have a full song written.
Yeah, I like that. That's a really cool idea.
And then every lyric that I had someone write, I have them sing.
Yes! I love that. That's awesome.
Now, I feel like that could be really cool. It'd be really hard. It'd be an experimental song, but I'm tempted to try it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd want to make you know what? I don't know why fucking High School Musical, we're all in this together, came to mind. Something I guess like that, but I'm like trying to think what would be the theme of the song, because that's the one thing I'd have to tell everyone. I'd have to give everyone the theme to what the song is, so that way when they write the next lyric, it kind of, you know, works together with it. I feel like it'd be fun to write something like that. Of course, get everyone credit, but it'd be like, you know, I feel like that could be really, really unique song and very fun to make. I guess a big part of me is I want to incorporate more people into my content, because I struggle by myself, and I love showcasing other people's talent.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot more people who are more talented than me.
Now I'm just gonna have High School Musical in my head, so thanks.
I never watched it. I only know that We're All in This Together because it was, you know, it's a famous song. It's a meme song.
Yeah, same. I haven't watched it either. Actually, my mom loves High School Musical, and I'm like, I'm not